today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
First carry here for Robinson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 10.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They run. Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Jaguars.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The quarterback is
a week ago they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Texans, nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency. And he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. The social media chatter for the MVP race is certainly starting to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, he's in the pole position as we head down the stretch.
From the 27, Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 39 yards there, a big one.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
At the 45-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watson off play action. He'll find Metcalf. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Second and 10.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23. Line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
At the 22-yard line.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And taken right on the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo lining up.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fairbairn in the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on the 21-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They give it off here to the tight end. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 17, Texans 14.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is Chenault on the receiving end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run here with Robinson. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Watson going to try and run it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On 4th down, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Amy Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
11 on the play. 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's
more muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On first down, Watson flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away. Incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On first down, it's Watson. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Miles Jack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third and long, it's Watson escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. 7 yards to pick up there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3 yards remain for second down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
6 yards. down and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
The first half with the score Jaguars 23, Texans 21. Josh Lambo to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Second and 6 at the 26.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on third, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Watson's pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Watson buying time to his left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle made
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Jaguars! James Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant. 47 is the Mike, 47.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll run with Edwards a little. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Check, 47. Cover the ball, work. We won. Cover the ball, work.
Watson now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. And that's exactly what he did.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Back to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
DJ Chark.
23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now Anderson is slow to get up, staying down after that last play. While the training staff works on him. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
The pass. A fumble on the play. Recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Out to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
47's the mic. Watch the run.
Now Watson throwing on first down. Now he'll pull it down and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Texans have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to 2. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end